Ethan, word on the street is we got a special hot topic for today. What do you say?
Yes, and that special hot topic is can emerge as soon as they like. Your today's hot topic centers around Z-HOVAK, the quantum pop artist and sneakerhead, whose art is the spirit of their dog they met in meditation. Speaking of meditation, Keith, her passion is art with a purpose to be a voice for animals. She combines physical art with NFTs and gives back to the animals via charity. Z, why don't you unmute yourself? Welcome to the Edge of NFT.
Hi, hey, thank you. Thank you for having me. This is awesome. I've had the pleasure of listening to you also. It was amazing.
So
Yeah.
there's two constants in any NFT gathering that Z and I are at. One, she's rocking her Z-HOVAK hat, and I'm rocking my Edge of NFT hat.
I would
Although,
This is
say there's
facts.
one constant to any major event in the world of Web3 and NFT, and that is Z, right? So she's going to be there front and center. So welcome.
This is facts. I love being social. That's my jam. Ironically, 90% of my NFT community and my friends are all via IRL events, which is so unlike Web3, but these are facts.
so tell us about meeting animal spirits in your meditation. I've actually had some interesting. It was actually Nicole Buffett. I'll share, who we mentioned earlier. Like talking to her about kind of like animals visiting us in real life and our dreams to like communicate messages and things like this. And I recollected a moment I met a bird on a mountain, right, on a mountaintop one time. But yeah, tell me about this.
Yeah, actually, Nicole is like a soul sister and also sort of like my herbal guru. Anytime I have any kind of questions about any kind of, organic arnica or any kind of like drops, that's who I text, like, Nicole, what should I do? And she's sort of my healer. Yeah, I mean, growing up in LA, typical, you go through the yoga teacher route, right? It's just that's me. So I did that whole route and became a yoga teacher, but I had the honor of having incredible gurus and incredible teachers in my life. I've had an insane life. I grew up in a refugee camp, so to sort of go through this experience and be healed through the spiritual journey sort of became like my lifesaver in a sense. And so fast forward, corporate life, go, 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 really insane every day, doing trade shows and traveling all the time. That's what saved me. And during that time, my dog, who was a German short hair pointer, a hunting dog, a wild boy, got a frontal cortex tumor. Took him to, MRI and all kinds of, like holistic doctors and regular doctors. And decided that there's nothing. And so every day we sort of did this spiritual journey together. And I did a meditation session with him for him and also for me, and kind of helped them along the journey of transition to the next frequency, because our soul never dies. You just transition dimension. At least this is what I believe in my soul. And so along the way, I just kept seeing this character every single day. And as goofy as it looks, and people see him in sort of so many different forms, that's what I saw, and that's what I wanted to do, and that's how I created my character.
And this is what we see in your background here in the video.
Yes,
Yeah.
C1P.
So for the listeners, for the listener, check out the YouTube video to check out the way the character looks. But could you just describe visually for someone listening, the kind of look of the character that's in your background there, and maybe just in general? Yeah.
To me, it's just copper, C1P. To people, he's either a mushroom or maybe a penis. And I just think it's hilarious. I think it was not my, at all. Even when I drew it out, what I saw in meditation, I drew it out, and I myself saw him in different forms, but I wanted to stay authentic. And I believe part of it is also the the spirit world communicating with us to keep it light, keep it goofy, keep it funny, because every time people see him, on whether my art or my merchandise, there's a reaction, there's an excitement, and it all goes back to that moment of, okay, I made the right choice. You know, as long as I make people feel, I'm doing my job as an artist.
Cool. Yeah,
Nice.
and whatever it is in the background, it's wearing sunglasses that are sort of also beautiful and golden there.
So,
Josh, what were you going to say?
No, it's been great having an opportunity to get to know Z and her spirit and like why she's in the space. And, you know, I think it'd be great to share with our listeners, you know, what it's been like transitioning into Web3 as an artist and what you're looking to next. What are some of your aspirations for yourself and for the space?
My purpose is my art and creativity. I'm sort of the vessel to transfer creativity, whether it's in fashion or art or sculpture. I do it all. But my purpose is helping animals. I've always been advocate for animal charities. You know, when I was a kid, I've gone in trouble. I grew up overseas, so I used to bring home stray dogs and cats all the time, and that's what I would get in trouble for. But as long as they had that one meal, that one water, or I would beg my mom to just give, you know, our last meal to the pet. And so having that experience and transitioning into living a really comfortable life in the Western world, that's my purpose. So I want to continue in Web3, educating, you know, bringing women into the space, you know, educating all the incredible, successful tech people about what it is to have not nothing and have everything. So sort of bring like a spiritual balance into the space.
And
Right
what's
If that
on.
as
makes
we
sense.
think about, yeah, well, it's an amazing vision. And so when you think about the roadmap for your project, for your artwork, what should we expect? What's next?
I'm a one of one artist. That's my jam. So I have had many opportunities to do generative, but I sort of really live within the moment of what I want to create daily. So I just kind of drop casually. I don't really announce. I just make a casual deal about it. But my ultimate happiness and success, if I would have to be answer in like an ego-driven way, would be sort of like the female Jeff Koons and female Kaz and Takashi Murakami, because currently in the space, the only person that has my sort of aesthetic, the pop art, the 3D sculpture character, is the creator of Hello Kitty, who's a female, but no one knows she's a female, but people, that's the character that has become so big. So that's my ultimate personal dream on a selfish sort of way is, you know, help educate, give back, but also kind of make an impact and show way also to women internationally, because in the States, you don't really realize what goes on outside. And I have lived that and fled on a religious asylum just to stay alive. So I don't want that to be my story. I don't really talk about that, but I just want my actions and my purpose to kind of path the way and give hope to people like me and my background.
Well, you are creating that path for sure, and I think are a beacon of inspiration to a lot of people, a lot of artists, and have spoken so many words here, like a true artist. As you think about that roadmap and the flexibility in it, and your focus on really sharing who you are with the world. And on that note, where should we direct our listeners and our followers to track your progress and everything that you have forthcoming?
Z-HOVAK, the letter ZHOVAK.com, Z-HOVAK.eth, and Z-HOVAK across every single platform you can imagine. So easy.
Great. And any parting words before we break for this segment?
Don't give up. Stay true to yourself. Don't give up. Don't compare yourself to anyone, and be a good human.
Love it. Z, thanks so much for joining us today. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.